Hi, water signs. It's Vic from Moving to Light Tarot, and thank you so much for joining me for your mid-weekly reading. I want to thank everybody for liking, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. I truly appreciate it. With that being said, let's go ahead and get started. Oh, you guys want two cards today, so we'll go ahead and roll with it. Number 25 and number 16. Number 25 is misleading, illusion, and confusion. And then number 16 is also distance and isolation. And this can also be perception. So maybe something that you guys are, your perception this week of situations and people could be a little bit skewed, is what I'm saying. So let's take a look at the individual signs. So we're gonna go ahead and start with Cancer. Cancer, you're definitely focused on your growth. You're definitely focused on what's going to make you happy and what's going to make you abundant. But I feel like there's a viewpoint, especially if you're having to do with your family. I feel like you have a specific viewpoint on something and you don't see the other possibilities around you. So they're calling into, like, if you have children and a situation arises and you have a very specific way of how you handle that situation, it's calling out and saying that there are other alternatives in the situation that you just are not using or seeing or want to see. It's like you're very focused on how you do things, and that's fine because that's routine, that creates comfort, that creates security for a lot of people, and that's okay to do. But there are other ways to handle situations that, like, maybe you want to start incorporating in the future. Like, they're telling me that you need to look outside what your view is currently. Like, it's a very focused view. The perception is very specific, and it's like, I don't want to say you have blinders on, because it's not you have blinders on. It's just there are other ways to handle situations that maybe you want to incorporate going forward. Maybe do some research, look into it, and it may just be, you if it's with your kids, or if this is with a partner or a roommate, you may want to look into their astrology and their signs on how to handle conflict, or how to handle, a disagreement or something like that, and like how your two signs can interact. I know there's more to your charts and everything, but start kind of looking into that stuff is where they're calling me to have you guys start. Uh, yeah, that's, or maybe I'm also getting the sense of maybe call a friend, right? Call a friend and be like, hey, here's my situation. How would you go about handling this? See if they have the same perception, because they may have a different idea and you may be like, oh, that's a really great idea, or kind of like it. Let me build on it. So there's a sense of you need to look around you, especially if you're having situations or issues within your home or home life. You need to look around what's going on around you and see the other ways to handle the situations. That's a very specific message for a few of you. Okay. And then we're going to go ahead and move on to Scorpio. Scorpio, you have the Eight of Wands reversed, and then you have the Nine of Swords reversed. So they're making me feel like a situation is going to be dropped. Like a situation, a person is going to be dropped. Like, whatever information you've recently received, this has put into effect of you cutting ties from the situation. Like, it's no longer a viable situation for you. And I'm a little bit concerned because you have the illusions there, right? You have he's a he makes me feel like he's a magician energy, but the fact that it's an illusion, I just don't want your illusion of a situation, or if the whole truth about a situation is not there, I just don't want you to make a rash decision. But I feel like based on what you know, if the information is correct or not, you're making a decision. You're dropping somebody or something from a situation, a position. There's something in the sense that is no longer going to go move forward based on this information. And it could just be like, maybe I'm getting for some of you that this is not where you thought it was going to be. Like, somebody may have pulled the wool over your eyes. And now you're like, oh, well, that's not right. I'm dropping this person. They could have caused the illusion, to change your perception of a situation. The other person could have, fed you lines, or, you know, they're making me feel like it's like a magic act. Like they're like, look over here, but don't look where, my assistant's, helping me out over here. It's that sense of there's a situation that's going to be dropped, whether you're you're doing it based on information that's not necessarily true, or somebody presented some information or presented themselves in such a way that you realize that now is not true. Okay, so Pisces, this week for you, you have the Four of Coins and you also have the Tower. What I'm really getting for you this week is that with the Four of Coins, I get that no deals are being made. So, however that's resonating for you guys, there's like a sense of like no deals are being made, like things come to a halt, come to a stop, like something's wrong. Like they're calling it, they're wanting me to say contracts. Something's wrong in the contracts. Like something's wrong where you may have been investing in something, you may have been like um, getting a new job, or like they're saying like the grass isn't always greener on the other side. Like they're like stopping all transactions is what they're saying. Stop all transactions. Like there's been some type of misguided information that made the situation a little bit more bountiful, plentiful. They're saying like if you made an invest, like if somebody wanted you to invest, they're like, oh my gosh, within the first 6 months you're going to triple your investment, and you're like, well, how's that possible? And they like show you all these facts, but like the facts like aren't all truthful, or there was like a population, or the data was skewed in such a way. They're pointing to like a lot of graphs and charts and pie charts, and um like like omitting in a sense some important information. There's a sense of omittance with the situation. They're my guides are saying that the situation is going to come to a halt. The situation is going to come to a stop. No money is going to be exchanged. The transaction is going to be canceled. I do get the sense of it's discouraging for you, but in a sense you're like, I'm glad I saw it now rather than later. Okay, water signs, that was your mid-weekly reading. Thank you so much. I'm sending each and every single one of you lots of love, light, support, help, just positivity, kindness, joyfulness, happiness. Sending you all that. You deserve it. You're amazing souls. So thank you. If you'd like to see more of me, I am on Instagram. Other than that, I hope y'all have a good week. Oh yeah, I will have the love readings up by the end of the weekend, and also check out your weeklies. So see y'all later. Bye.